Meech is very angry at 50 Cent after Big Meech's big concert got cancelled. Instead of accepting the mistake, he is blaming 50 Cent. It looks like he is just like his father when it comes to dealing with problems. Here's the big question. When you decide to play dirty in the streets, you must be ready for the trouble that comes with it. The Meech family just showed that betrayal can hurt a lot. The drama started when Big Meech's big concert took a bad turn. Big Meech's big Welcome Back concert got cancelled at the last minute, and Lil Meech is blaming 50 Cent for it. He is saying that 50 secretly worked behind the scenes to stop the whole event. But if you really think about it, why would 50 even need to do anything when everyone in the streets is already talking about Big Meech being a snitch? Just 2 hours before the show was supposed to start, Bank Arena, the place where the concert was going to happen, made a big decision. The news was shared on social media, but nobody knows the real reason behind the cancellation. The official statement from Bank Arena said, due to unexpected circumstances, tonight's show has been cancelled. They also said that people would get their money back from where they bought the tickets. As soon as people found out about Big Meech's concert getting cancelled, 50 Cent was ready. He had already said the show would never happen, and now that he was right, he did not waste any time. He quickly posted the cancelled flyer and started making fun of Big Meech. 50 Cent made it very clear that he had nothing to do with the concert being cancelled. But the way he said it was full of sarcasm. His message was, "I had nothing to do with this. Please stop calling my phone. I really hope you have a great day. Happy Valentine's Day. I am stronger than you think I am." But let us be honest, nobody believed that. And 50 did not stop there. He posted again, saying, "If you bought a new outfit and were ready to have fun, I am sorry for whoever is responsible. Let us talk about that." And just when it seemed like he was finished, 50 hit Big Meech with one more blow, making sure everyone knew he was not letting this go. 50 Cent even shared a post from a fan who said he was the one who got the event cancelled. But instead of saying it was not true, he just smirked and said, "I am sorry for your trip to Miami, but they have been playing with me. So, let us talk when you get back to the city." Was 50 really the reason behind the cancellation? Nobody knows for sure. But one thing is very clear: he wanted Meech, Ross, and everyone else to feel the pain. In 50's world, betrayal is never forgotten. It gets put in the spotlight, one petty post at a time. And believe it or not, Lil Meech is already seeing how badly he messed up. After all the years 50 Cent took care of him while Big Meech was in prison, he turned against 50, and now he is facing the results of his actions. How bad is it? He is now asking for paid promotions for just $500. Yes, only $500. That is nothing compared to the big money 50 was giving him. He went from living in luxury and getting special treatment on expensive sets to struggling just to make some extra cash. It is like watching someone fall from a tall building straight to the ground. And if you think 50 is going to stay quiet and not make fun of him, think again.
What up, though? Boss of all bosses. And today I'm coming to tell all my supporters, if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, whatever you got, you trying to make it go up, hit me right now.
If you really think about it, 50 Cent did not just help Lil Meech, he acted like a father while Big Meech was in prison. He was not just using the BMF name to make money, he was making sure Meech's legacy stayed alive and his family was doing well. 50 did not have to give Lil Meech the role of his own father in the BMF series, but he did. That role did not just make Lil Meech famous, it gave him millions of dollars and kept his family's name strong. 50 even said it himself, "I helped your family make over $5 million legit dollars. It is not my fault it is all gone. Give the baby back his jewelry." So, watching Lil Meech turn against him and throw shade must have hurt a lot. It is like raising someone, only for them to turn around and treat you badly. And all this drama started right when Big Meech finally got a break after spending more than 10 years in prison. His 30-year sentence was reduced, and by October 2024, he was moved from federal prison to a halfway house. But his freedom came with a big problem because people in the streets started asking one big question: Did Meech snitch to get out? The trouble started fast. The tension between Big Meech and 50 Cent shook the hip-hop world. People were saying that some artists, including Lil Baby, may have pulled out of events after 50 started calling Meech a snitch. The craziest part? People were saying that Lil Baby pulled up in a Ferrari truck, pockets full of money, and did not give them anything. 50 Cent did not hold back and said, "Lil Baby was 5 years old when you got locked up. What does he owe you?" That right there shows one thing: a loyalty means everything in this game. And once you turn against 50, there is no coming back. But 50 was not finished yet. He just dropped a big bomb, a text from Lil Meech himself. And trust me, it is messy. Lil Meech is out here saying he would give 50 the shirt off his back, but at the same time, he is also defending his father's new connection too. Rick Ross is right in the middle of all this, and here's the shocking part. Lil Meech himself admitted that Ross gave Big Meech money to help him until BMF starts making money again. So now, Ross is not just involved in the drama, he is both Big Meech and his son on his side. Lil Meech even sent a message to 50 Cent, and it is messy. He said, "They just told me you unfollowed me on Instagram. Now you are managing Skillababy with Rocket, when I was the one who introduced him to you. You had no idea who he was back then. Now you are mad at me, when I would give you the shirt off my back. I cannot believe this, man. You act." Lil Meech continued, saying, "You are acting like I am your enemy. I have only ever shown you love and loyalty. I am human and I go through my own struggles, but I never turned my back on you. Forget Ross, but he gave my dad some money so he could pay his bills until our next season starts." And just when it seemed like things could not get any messier, the game jumped in and started making fun of Lil Meech for trying to play both sides. He shared the conversation and said, "I just saw a text from Lil Meech to 50, and I cannot stop laughing. Hey Lil Meech, you were supposed to say, forget this, BMF, and I am standing with." The game kept going, saying, "You were supposed to stand with your father. Now, me and 50 have our own issues, but this is too funny. Let me post this real quick." Then 50 jumped in and said, "What is your little self going to do?" I almost spit out my water laughing. What happened to being tough, man? Big Meech, you cannot let 50 talk to you like that. Now it is clear Lil Meech is turning against the very person who helped him the most. 50 did not just build his career, he kept his family stable and made BMF a big name. And now, with Ross waiting in the background, Lil Meech is switching sides. That is betrayal on a whole different level. But wait, you might think this is just another case of people talking, but no, there is real proof. And the biggest shock? Blue Da Vinci is backing up 50's claims. Why does that matter? Because Blue Da Vinci is the main reason 50 is calling Big Meech a snitch. Blue explained everything, and it all leads back to Tammy Cowens. Now, Tammy was not just some random person. She was a big part of the BMF empire and even worked as a co-producer on the BMF show. But here is where it gets crazy. She had secretly been working as a government informant since 2009. Tammy took over BMF Entertainment while Big Meech was in prison, officially becoming the owner in 2008. But just a year later, she switched sides and started working with the feds. Still not sure why this matters? Here's where it gets even crazier. Meech never got his sentence reduced because of her. What really came out was that she had a secret relationship with Special Agent Keith Cromer. And that is just the beginning. According to Blue Da Vinci, the only reason Big Meech even had a chance at early release was because they sacrificed Cuffy, one of Meech's closest friends. Cuffy was thrown under the bus, and that deal should have set Meech free by 2018. But everything fell apart when Tammy got caught in a scandal. She had an affair with a DA officer. Once that news came out, the whole plan collapsed. At first, nobody believed Blue Da Vinci. People said he was just bitter and trying to ruin Meech's name. After all, Meech built his whole legacy on the no snitching rule. But now, Blue is bringing real proof, phone calls, documents, and solid evidence. And suddenly, what seemed impossible is starting to look very real. Yes, you heard that right. Cuffy and Big Meech were not just business partners, they were close friends for years. But according to Cuffy's daughter, Tamara Gatling, Her family was completely shocked when they found out Meech played a role in setting her father up. "My dad was betrayed by one of his best friends, Demetrius Flannery, also known as Big Meech," she said. And how did they find out? They uncovered the identity of one of the confidential informants in the case. And guess whose name kept coming up? Big Meech. In 2011, around that time. Back in 2011, Meech contacted my dad about making a BMF movie. But now, 50 Cent is getting ready to release a big documentary that will expose all of Meech's secrets, and it is about to get really messy. 50 is not just making things up. He is saying that Tammy Cowens played a huge role in getting Meech's sentence reduced. And if you believe what 50 is saying, Meech did not just stay silent. He had to talk to make that deal happen. In the streets, nothing is worse than being called a snitch. And if you think 50 is just making trouble, that is not the case. Tammy's sworn affidavit confirms some of the most shocking details.
She expressly states that Demetrius Flannery, Big Meech, put her in contact with Fidel Suarez out of California and Dion Gatlin, who is Cuffy out of St. Louis, to arrange a large sale.
To make matters even worse, 50 is not backing off. He is actually getting more aggressive. In a different post, he suggested that Mech's former assistant and BMF producer, Tammy Cowens, was the real reason behind the OG's downfall. And this is not just talk. He even hinted at a tell-all documentary that promises to reveal everything. The biggest mistake he ever made was not keeping his relationship with Tammy Cowens, 50 wrote, sharing a rat meme to make his point clear. This was not just a small insult. It was 50 directly suggesting that Tammy, who has already been accused of working with the authorities, played a major part in Mech's case. But while everyone is focusing on the rumors about someone turning on them, there is one important detail that people are missing. Boosie's reaction to his concert being cancelled says a lot. According to him, some old problems from the past have finally caught up with the Mech clan, and now it is starting to hurt their money. Everything was ready, the arena was set, and it seemed like the show was going to happen. But then, some officials showed up with letters telling them to shut it down. According to Vibe, things might actually be worse than we thought. Even though Mech has always kept up his down-by-law image, reports suggest that things might not be as good as they seem. There's a lot of attention on Mech's early release, and many people are questioning why it happened. It is being said that he worked with others while in prison to benefit personally, which has made people curious. Tammy Cowens played a role, but 50 Cent did too. Reggie Wright said that Mech got off easy because 50 Cent supported him. 50 saw Mech as someone he truly backed, but when Mech teamed up with Rick Ross, that support ended. A lot of people wonder how someone can serve 20 or 30 years and not be seen as a snitch. The difference is that Mech did not involve 50's mother, and now 50 is calling him a snitch. Reggie also suggested that 50 has his own ties to snitching, flipping the situation on him and turning the tables. Now, 50 is making things even more interesting. He posted a tweet asking about everything and mentioned that he plans to do a documentary to explain it all. He is showing just how quickly things can change. Just when everyone thought 50 was done, he took things up a notch. On Wednesday morning, he posted a strong message calling Big Meech ungrateful and accusing him of abandoning his own son, Lil Meech. He asked why Meech did not take care of his son. 50 made it clear that he was the one who helped Lil Meech get his start. He wrote that he sent him to acting school, saying, "Big Screech," and made sure everyone knew it was him who put Lil Meech on the map. He called out all the people who were supposed to help but did nothing for him. 50 said Big Meech came home thinking he was the Black Pablo Escobar, and that ended up hurting his son. This was not just a small insult, it was a direct hit. While Big Meech was focused on playing the kingpin after his release, 50 was the one who paid for Lil Meech's acting school and helped set him up for success in Hollywood. And guess who did not step in to help? Rick Ross. 50 made sure to point that out. An old post came up showing Lil Meech and Rick Ross's daughter, Toei Roberts, who he used to date. 50 Cent quickly jumped in and asked why Rick Ross, with all his connections in the industry, never helped the family. 50 wondered why Ross never stepped up to help Lil Meech, even by sending him to acting school, saying, "Big Screech." He pointed out that none of Ross's people did anything to help Lil Meech. But 50 did not stop with just posting on Instagram. He took things even further by creating a real GoFundMe page to help Big Meech pay his bills. No joke, the page was set up. The GoFundMe page, which was reportedly set up by Corey Smith, had a goal of $10,000 and 50 Cent himself shared it on his Instagram, turning the whole thing into a big spectacle. The description on the page was pretty harsh. It said, "Big Meech, who helped create the famous Black Mafia family, was released from the Federal Bureau of Prisons at the end of 2024. Meech came home with plans for a big concert to celebrate, but sadly, the event was canceled because of unexpected problems. Now, Meech needs help paying his bills, and any support would be really appreciated." If that does not scream war, then I do not know what does. 50 Cent is making it clear that he is not just talking. He is going after Meech for everything, from how he raises his son to his money problems. And let us not forget Boosie's reaction to the concert being canceled. He did not hold back either. According to Boosie, some old mistakes have finally caught up to the Meech family. At this point, it is no longer just about loyalty or business, it is personal. 50 is bringing up every mistake, every betrayal, and every embarrassing moment. This situation is showing one thing: Big Meech's empire is not as strong as it looks. With everything happening, this feud is far from over. Lil Meech is fighting back, 50 Cent is getting even stronger, and Big Meech's concert plans are falling apart. This drama is only getting messier. So, what do you think? Is Lil Meech standing up for his family, or is he burning bridges with the man who helped build his career? And with 50 Cent promising to release that tell-all documentary, will Big Meech's legacy survive all of this? Leave your thoughts in the comments and remember to like, share, and subscribe. Trust me, you do not want to miss what happens next.